This video provides an overview of request management and the service catalog from the perspective of the requester and fulfiller. Linked timecodes for these topics appear in the YouTube description for this video. A service catalog is an ordering system for IT products and services that an organization offers its employees, customers, suppliers, and others. On the ServiceNow platform, a service catalog facilitates request management by controlling who has access to which goods and services, allowing users to order items for themselves or others, select options, and track orders. Underlying workflows automate approvals and route requests through fulfillment stages. A service catalog can be displayed in the Service Portal or Platform UI. If your instance was upgraded to Kingston from a previous release, your service catalog in the Service Portal may look different. That's because the Service Portal Service Catalog v2 plugin, which is activated by default in new Kingston instances, introduces a new UI. Service Portal is customizable. If your instance is customized and you upgrade to Kingston from a previous release, those customizations may not work. It's recommended that you test the Service Portal Service Catalog v2 plugin in a development environment before activating it in your production instance. When it's activated, the new UI replaces the old one. We're logged into our instance's Service Portal as Eileen, a requester. That is, someone who makes requests through the system. If we're looking for a particular item, perhaps the easiest way to find it is to search for it. Dynamic linked matches appear in the Type Ahead results. Clicking an item would take us directly to that resource. But in this case, we'll click the search icon, which brings up an annotated search results list, including items from the knowledge base and service catalog, distinguished by their icons. Let's filter the list to display only service catalog items. We need to order some supplies for the department. But first, let's take a look at this catalog item page. We can use the breadcrumbs to navigate through the service catalog hierarchy. Home takes us out of the service catalog back to the Service Portal homepage. Add to cart puts the item in our cart for checkout later. Add to wish list adds the item to our wish list, if it's enabled for the current catalog. By default, the wish list is disabled and this button doesn't show up. We can access wish list items here to view, delete, or order them. By default, Order Now submits the request immediately without going through the cart. We'll order 4 reams of copier paper. The price is automatically updated here to reflect our selections. We need pens too. Let's add these to the cart and then view the cart. We could also view the cart by clicking here. And within the cart, we can remove items or adjust the quantity for individual items, like the headset, which we put in the cart earlier. But let's continue shopping. Here are items we recently viewed. By default, up to 8 items are displayed here. And these items are popular right now among all users of this service catalog. We also need to order a computer for a new employee. Let's browse by categories. The service catalog only displays categories and items available to the logged-in user. Here's the hardware category. A preview of each item is displayed. If a category contains more items than can be displayed on the screen, clicking Show More displays additional items. Let's narrow down our choices to laptops. Here's the one we want. And there are some options available. Order Now submits the request immediately without going through the cart. Here's where we specify that this request is for someone else. If an address exists in the user record, it's automatically filled in here. We could edit it if needed, or provide delivery instructions. But this is all fine, so we'll just check out. The order status screen provides order details, including the request number, which is the cart number, and estimated delivery date. The UI in Kingston is responsive, which allows a consistent look and feel across all devices. The stages are filled in as the order progresses through the workflow for this item. Currently, it's waiting for approval. This is the request item number. By default, it's not visible to requesters, but it can be configured to show up. If your system is configured to allow comments on requested items, you'll be able to enter remarks here for fulfillers and view their responses. Now let's go ahead and order the other stuff in our cart. This order isn't for Madison. Here's the order status for those items. In this case, multiple request items are contained in a single cart. The workflow stages differ for various products and services because they're procured from different sources and go through different setup and delivery steps. This is how the service catalog appears in the platform UI. The look and feel is different than in the service portal, but it functions the same way. For example, here are the categories. Subcategories or child categories are displayed down here. We can preview items and order them the same way we did in the Service Portal UI. We can navigate by breadcrumbs, add items to our wish list, and view the wish list. In the Platform UI, we can order items for someone else only if we've enabled two-step ordering, which routes Order Now requests through the cart. You can do this by setting the two-step catalog checkout model property to true. Our shopping cart shows up here as a widget. And here's the cart view. If this order were for someone else, we could specify the recipient here, but it's not. It's for Eileen. Let's make this a favorite so that we can keep an eye on it. The approver receives email notification that an approval is waiting. Here we're logged in as the user who has been set up in our system to approve laptop purchases. We navigate to My Approvals to either approve the item or reject it with a comment explaining why. We'll approve both of these. As our requests go through the approval and fulfillment steps, we can track their status at the request record level through My Requests, drilling down into the requested item record for details. This one has passed one approval and needs 2 additional approvals. That's because our system is set up to support our company policy, which requires approval for all requests over $1,000. Then we have 2 additional levels of management approval that must be completed for this particular item before fulfillment begins. We can track request status at the requested item level through Requested Items. Now we're logged in as a fulfiller, someone who has the ITIL role required to fulfill requests. Here we see that the request containing our laptop has been approved at the request level. And at the item level, both the department head and CIO have approved it as well. The tasks required to fulfill the request are listed here in the Catalog Tasks Related list. And each task is completed by following the instructions here in these fields. After doing that, we add an appropriate comment to the work notes and close the task. If there are still more tasks in the workflow, each appears here in sequence as the previous task is closed. When all catalog tasks for the item are complete, the system automatically marks the stage as completed. In our case, the standard laptop was the only item associated with this request record, and based on that, the system has automatically set the request state to Closed Complete. In a request containing multiple items, each item is delivered and its fulfillment completed, and the request record stays open until all individual items within the request are fulfilled. For more information, please consult our product documentation, knowledge base, or podcast, or ask a question in the ServiceNow community.